Hey folks, it's Jose, Kulit17 from Talkbase or Kulit WB from Facebook wall groups. It's my second video, just basically how to put back the preamps. Basically the reverse of how to take it out from my last video, but there's just a couple of pointers that I kind of wanted to add to this video. One thing I didn't mention in my last video showed was what actually gets replaced. So you have the preamp board here. These two electrolytic caps are the two items that get replaced first thing when you send it out. So these two will get replaced just because these have a lifespan. Anything beyond 15, they will go bad. It's just a matter of time. And if you don't do any preventative work, they do tend to leak, and when they do leak, they'll actually ruin your tracers here, and it'll be a little more problematic than just just replacing it. So if you have a base that's older than 15 years, I would recommend doing that really soon. So you have your preamps back from Paul or whoever who got them serviced, and you want to put them back in. One thing you want to do, as you see these harnesses here, they're not clipped to anything, so having it out of your wall base, they do tend to unravel sometimes. Looking at some of the used bases that are on sale, they'll give you cavity shots, and sometimes you'll see shots of these harnesses being unraveled like this and plugged into the preamps. That's a telltale that somebody did work on their preamp or the electronics and didn't really spend a good time putting it back to the way it was. So when you're putting these back, I'd kind of recommend doing that just so it looks a lot cleaner and looks how it should, as if if it was done by Paul or someone that's an experienced working on bases. So just give that a good twist before you plug them back in. So this right here is typically the first one that I would plug in, just because it was the last to go out. So do that little twist there and plug it in there, and then you just basically drop it in place like so. Make sure that the wiring doesn't get caught on anything. Then you get the other preamp, drop in place, and then just plug everything back in like so. This plugs in right here, and you get the harness here. Plug it in, pickup plugs in right over there. With that, just kind of move this out of the way and drop it into the hole. You get your battery, you get this, give it a good twist just so it's kind of not in the way. Get your battery, plug it back in. Back in the spot, and then once that's in, you just get your washers and your nuts. Basically, just screw it in. And what I do, you just make sure this one right here is pushed in really good, just because you have there is a wire there that gets tied to the bridge, so you want to make sure it has a good contact. It has a good contact with that. So make sure that you don't have any of the wires in the way when you're putting it in. Right there, all the wires are cleared, and then you just put them all back in. You tighten like that. Okay, now that you have all your preamps secured, like so, one thing I'd like to do before putting back this electronic plate back on is to make sure everything's kosher. So just turn it around, get the thing, then just make sure everything's there. Right now it's blended. Go to the other pickup. There you go, and everything looks good, everything sounds good. One of the things I kind of wanted to show you that I got from my friend Mike is making one of these to put back your knobs, and what this will do, it'll allow it to give you the proper space when you put back the knobs. So it basically go like this. Gonna try to insert this video into my other video, but just noticed I had a bad angle. This card right here, something I made that Mike kind of showed me from TalkBase. It's just basically to give you the proper amount of spacing when you reinstall these knobs. So basically just go right there, drop it in, and then there you go. And just pull it right out. You'll get the proper spacing. Also make sure that you when you're putting back these knobs, all your pots are pushed in. So you don't want to install it when it's out, because you won't be able to push it down after you do that. But okay, thanks. Get your knob, push it down in place. It'll give you the right amount of space that you would need for it to go on, and then just secure it, and then you know, it's a nice little hack that Mike showed me. So that was actually the wrong knob, that was the bass and treble knob, but yeah, there you go. Hopefully these videos will give you a little bit of confidence in doing your own work on these, just so you can send it out to Paul. Again, something I do recommend doing on older walls. So if you get a used one, really suggest you do that. But yeah, as you can see, it's not that hard to do. So hopefully I gave at least somebody some confidence to do this. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.